Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. Choir Boys Outdoors, a Divo Knives rendition. But which one? We've done the growler. We've done the mash. I love the growler. I love them both. But man, that growler speaks to me. This one may be the most anticipated one, though. This is the stout. Let me just take a minute. We're doing this a little bit different. We're going to jump in narration when we leave here. But I've got to give a heartfelt and serious shout out to Brandon Thrasher, Thrasher's Garage. The guy's a brother and a friend, and he's just somebody that I gel with, man. These are from him. I've had them for a long time, and he keeps saying, Scab, don't worry about it. But I do worry about it. But this will help me not worry about it. Go over to Brandon Thrasher's channel, Thrasher's Garage. If you are not subscribed, I don't know why you're not. Subscribe, hit like, say Scab sends his love, and thank you, because this is the third Divo knife I reviewed. I'm incredibly impressed with Divo knives. Guys, listen, before we get into it, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, the stats are all over the place, and what I mean by that simply is this, that over the weekends I try to keep up with it, read articles. I read 4 or 5 articles. 2 said the number was higher. 3 said the number was lower. So you can't go by that. That's why we just go by the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. This is Storm Cloud from Cold Steel. Give you a little comparison. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. What does that mean, Scab? Well, it just means vets, we love you, and you're welcome here. That's exactly what it means. We're back to blue over here. We sport lead all to the chagrin of many. I've told y'all why, but I don't get offended. Some people feel the same, some people don't, and I understand that. Different strokes for different folks. We do over here. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, and this is important, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, this is the Divo Stout. Honest to God, I think this is 14C, 28N. I may be wrong. If I am, Thrash, let me know. I know some micarta handles. Just, it's a clip, wire clip, pocket clip there. I like that. I like the way this knife feels. It's a Wharncliffe blade. And I'm going to be honest with you, Thrash is the one who got me into Wharncliffe. Got a pretty damn good edge on it. You've seen the packaging it come in with. Let's do another comparison. This is the Tempest Microburst, just for a size comparison. So you can kind of get an idea there. Another great knife. This review's coming. But the Divo Stout, it feels good in hand. It feels the hand. Let's see if we can do it this way. Now, Donnie B. All Day did a review on this knife. Thrash has got one up. There's several really good reviews up, way better than this one's going to be. But you got a nice, I like this working choil there. I like the spot. 2 things that I noticed about Divo's knives, all of Divo's knives. 1, they're easy open, even for busted up hands. They open well. The closing is nice and smooth. The locks, in my opinion, close, and it's hard to put into words. You don't have to force it, but at the same time, it doesn't just fly open. I've noticed that with all 3 designs. They open and close very, very smoothly. The handles are supremely comfortable. Again, now this knife, if I go to the choil, I can get a solid 4-finger grip with about 1 inch to spare there. I can come down. So this handle's big enough that I can get a 4-finger grip on. For whatever reason, guys, this is kind of my test on a handle. If I flip it over and I can do like this, and it's comfortable that way, I'm sold on the knife. I don't know why. There's nothing scientific behind it. It just is. Now, one last comparison, and we'll head to the stump. The Formax Scout, huge knife. Just to give you an idea, the Stout is not a small knife. It's really not. Now, it's not a massive knife, but it is a full-size pocket knife. Let's go check the stump out. Love y'all. See you there. Thrasher, love. Well, a couple things. One is, on every pocket knife I do, I'm going to try to peel an apple. The goal is to start at the top, work my way all the way down, one peel. I thought I had it. I had it rolling, and then I didn't. So there you go. Now, the other thing is that last segment where I was showing you the pocket clip, the gray micarta against gray shorts was just a brilliant maneuver there by old Scabber. But, you know, this is Choir Boys Outdoors. What can you expect? Now, a couple quick things. We're just going to watch the knife work, man. I love, and I mean this, I say this honestly, I love Divo Knives designs. I love where they're going with the thing, and I'm proud of the boys. Kev and Colin are doing a dynamite job. This is the third Divo knife I've been able to demo or review, whatever you want to call it, and I love it. I love all three. This one, actually, this whole video got away from me. I thought in my head, I said, man, I'm going to do this in about 10 minutes, because really with what I do, we're just cutting stuff up. Now, if you'll notice on this cutting material here and some of these cutting mediums here, I'm going a little smaller, okay? I'm doing that on purpose. Like, I'm not using longer lengths of ratchet strap or things like that. You have to alter your grip a little bit when you do that. If I've got a big long piece, I'll hold the knife a certain way. So just to add a little wrinkle to it, making some of them a little shorter, and you'll see me one-handed open and close a bunch throughout the video. Now, I said up front, kind of in the intro, that the two things I love was easy open, and then I kind of struggled a little bit. What I was saying is, I love how easily it closes. It's smooth, very smooth action on it. The other thing that I love about Divo knives, and this kind of plays into the working man part, I love that you can take it in and out of your pocket, one-handed opening, one-handed closing, and you've still got a secure knife. I've had no failures on their knives, and I know they've used some different OEMs. And let me just interject right here. I'm the world's worst push cutter. It just kicks my ass every single time. And you can't, you know, a lot of times, guys, with my videos, one of the reasons I'm high on different knives and positive is, well, one, I just love knives. I was asked not long ago, you know, Scab, do you ever get tired of doing this, or you want to do? No. I get tired in it, but I never get tired of it. Guys, I could do 2 or 3 reviews a day and just be happy. Y'all wouldn't be, because, you know, you review a knife 100 times, you know, 6, 7 times a week, it's bound to be some redundancy there. Some of it is on purpose. So you can compare knives and things like that. And I try to mix it up here and there. We're going to do the same demonstrations and things like that over and over. Now, we might do them at work. We might do them in the swamp. We might do them over at the studio, which I've got to get my ass back over there and get that thing going. Or we might do them at the stump. But you're going to see basically the same stuff. How does the knife perform? If it's sharp, it's sharp. But all the Divo knives that I've been able to demonstrate and seen have all been consistently sharp. The edges, the grinds, the bevels are always spot on. That's my experience. I can only talk about the knives that I've had in hand. They've all been awesome. And I told y'all how I felt about the boys last video. Just super proud of them. It's just kind of cool, man. There's people in the community that's reaching out and doing the damn thing. They're stepping out on faith. They're putting their dream, you know, to the test. And I love that. I love that shit. And it's a massive bonus when they come out with kick-ass knife designs and they stay on top of their quality control and they work hard. You know, they're out front. They don't hide from shit. They don't point fingers. They're out front. If there's a problem, they take care of it. This is one of my favorite things to do, whether it's on a video or whether they're good, Megatron. She's hell-bent, so when I'm doing a video, she's going to be outside doing some kind of yard work. She'll fire up the blower here in a minute if you hadn't heard it already. But the thing is this. This is one of my favorite things to do. I took my grandson to the park on Saturday, got me 4 or 5 sticks, and just whittled. I learned a lot about a knife by doing that. I learned that, you know, the control points, the balance points, where it's sharp, where it's not, blah, blah, blah. And it's just a good thing. Now, I had to come back to the stump. I was going to gravitate away from it. But the sandblast hose, guys, is, for me, it tells a lot. It tells the tale. Because it's steel belted, because it's a thicker, rougher surface, it can wreck a damn edge. It really can. Now we don't, I'm not pulling out a microscope and looking at shit like that, because the purpose of this channel is we're just checking the function. Does it work? How's it hold up? Is it easy to use? Those type of things. Now, if we were getting more in depth and we're going to check, with a microscope, there might be a little, but my main goal is, can you pull a knife out, make it work in a tougher environment, not an abusive environment, but a tougher environment, a work environment, industrial environment, and it still be able to cut? Yeah. Now, one thing about that edge there, look, it's not a straight line. It's kind of bowed out in the middle. I noticed that. I really, really, really love that. It's conducive to slicing. Love everything about it. And Brandon Thrasher, again, just an awesome guy. I think I got caught up front, or cut off up front. I just say, Thrash, man, I love you. I really, really do. Appreciate your patience. Not only patience, but willing to send a box first to Donnie, then me. You taking your knives in your hand. Not that we wouldn't take care of them. We don't abuse them, but we're going to do hard testing. It's just what we both do. So thank you, man, for trusting us enough to do that. And shout out to Donnie B all day. Shout out to JS Bladecraft. Joe, love Donnie. Shout out to Lefty's EDC, the man behind Divo Knives, one of them, him and Colin. Shout out to Brandon Thrasher. And guys, we're going to do a video this week. Now, I've got to just get on it and do reviews. I'm giving you a review every day this week. I've got to. Even for Work Tough Gear Wednesday, I got some new knives coming in, but you're probably going to see a pocket knife. Now, a couple things I want to do. Pocket knives, we're going to peel apples. We got a goal there, right? The other thing I'm going to do is go back to live, the opening, just doing live, and then go to the narration. I feel like I can pick up the little nuances. There's the blade there. I do have a Patreon, and I do use YouTube memberships, guys. If you can support me there, that's awesome. If you can't, please leave me a like, leave me a comment. I don't ask anybody to subscribe. You're all adults, and I appreciate you. And let me just say this to each and every one of you. Seriously, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. And I know I say it a lot, but I just feel like I can't say it enough. This community has meant the world to me. This community has reinvigorated me. This community has kept me focused. It's just full of awesome, awesome folks. Final thoughts on the Divo Stout. Dude, it's super badass. It's super dope. It's straight up badassery, son. Anything that you can equate with me, any of my sayings, this knife is smooth in and out, sharp looking. Thrash, I love you. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Check out Divo Knives.